Good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday, August 20th, 2026, and it is approximately 6:02 p.m. And we are here in the public hearing on the proposed fiscal year 2027 budget and 2026 property tax. And I call this meeting to order. Roll call, Madam Secretary.
Thank you. Esteban Rangel,
Present.
Ernestina Tita Cantuvela, Jackie Leven Ramos present, Cindy Liendo,
Present.
Erica Benavides Garcia,
Present.
Mercurio Martinez Jr.,
Present.
Adriana Alexander, absent,
Absent.
sir. Lizzie Newsom,
I believe she's in the back.
she's present but not present here, right?
Not
Correct?
present here.
Okay. Karina Elizondo, absent.
Absent. Can I hear
You
a
have a
motion
motion.
for Ms. Alexander to be excused? She had already notified me that she was traveling for medical purposes. Can I get a
Make
motion?
a motion, sir.
Second.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos. There's a second by Ms. Benavides and Ms. Liendo. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No? Motion passes. Thank you. Can we have Ms. Benavides Garcia lead us in a prayer and our judge lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Can we all please stand? Thank you.
For the record, Ms. Newsom is here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Heavenly Father, as we gather today, we thank you for the opportunity to come together in unity and purpose. We ask for your wisdom and guidance in our discussions, that our words and decisions be rooted in integrity and a desire to serve others. May this meeting be productive, filled with respect, collaboration, and a spirit of understanding. Amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to go ahead and thank Ms. Benavides Garcia for our prayer and the Judge Martinez for the Pledge of Allegiance. For the record, Ms. Karina Cari Elizondo is present here. We're moving on. Item number 3, public hearing on the proposed fiscal year 2027 budget and 2026 property tax rate. Mr. Cesar Vela.
Members of the board, this item is just to allow any members of the public who may want to propose their opinion on the tax rate or budget. So I think there's a script.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and start. Good afternoon. I, Esteban Rangel, the president of the Laredo College of Trustees. Today is August 20th, 26. We are convening a public hearing on the proposed Laredo College fiscal year 2027 budget and 2026 property tax rate. I will preside as chair of the hearing and will now call roll. I call roll. Esteban Rangel present.
Jackie Leven Ramos present.
Tita Vela present. Cindy Liendo present. Erica Benavides Garcia present.
Mercurio Martinez present.
Lizzie Newsom present.
Karina Elizondo present.
Thank you. We have a quorum. Thank you. As background information for the public, the Laredo College Board of Trustees is holding a meeting immediately after this public hearing to adopt a budget for Laredo College fiscal year 2027. In addition to adopting the budget, the board will also adopt a property tax rate for 2026. Our hearing today will allow members of the public to express to the Board of Trustees any comments in favor or against the proposed fiscal year 2027 budget and the 2026 property tax rate. Each person will be allowed to step up to the podium one at a time to express his or her views. The board will allow each individual 3 minutes to present. According to the Laredo College Board of Trustees, policy CC local, no officer or employee from the college is required to respond to any questions from the speaker. Anyone who wishes to address the board can come and proceed to the podium now. Anybody? Going once? Going twice? 3 times? Nobody. This concludes the Laredo College public hearing on the proposed fiscal year 2027 budget and 2026 property tax rate. I will now entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So move, sir.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos. There's a second by Ms. Liendo. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No? Motion passes. The public hearing is now closed. Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn? There's a motion by Ms. Benavides Garcia. There's a second by Ms. Tita. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No. That motion passes. Thank you. That concluded our public hearing. We are going to go ahead and continue with the regular monthly board meeting of Laredo College, Thursday, August 20th, 2026. And it is approximately 6:07 p.m. I will go ahead and disregard the roll call since we're all here, and the prayer and the public hearing.
I think we should say it again, sir.
You want to, what, the roll call?
Can we do the roll call again?
Okay, we'll do roll call again. Roll call, Madam Secretary.
Thank you. Esteban Rangel,
Present.
Ernestina Tita Cantuvela. Here. Jackie Leven Ramos, present. Cindy Liendo. Present. Erica Benavides Garcia.
Present.
Mercurio Martinez Jr.
Present.
Adriana Alexander, absent. Lizzie Newsom. Karina Elizondo. You have a quorum, sir, and shall we make a motion for Ms. Alexander once again?
Yes,
For this
please.
meeting.
Yes.
I make a motion to accept her absence. Second.
There's a motion and a second. There's a motion by Ms. Ramos, a second by Ms. Liando. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No. Motion passes. Thank you. I will go ahead and disregard the prayer, which has been done by Ms. Benavides Garcia, and the Pledge of Allegiance by our judge. Public testimony.
You have one.
We
person,
have
sir.
one public testimony. Madam Secretary, go ahead.
Mr. Mansinghani?
The mic, it didn't come. I don't, just mention it.
Yes, Mr. Mansinghani is going to be speaking on public comment. You have 3 minutes, sir.
Should only take 30 seconds. So, for the record, once again, my name is Prakash Mansinghani. I'm speaking on my behalf. Having said that, I'd like to greet the members of the board, the president of our college, and the members of the committee that I'm about to speak about in just a moment. So, the reason I rose to speak on the public testimony today is to express my appreciation for the college creating and awarding the employee scholarship program for employees who are pursuing additional studies, whether that's doctoral, post-undergraduate studies, and so forth. Again, it's called the Employee Scholarship Program. I think that this program emphasizes that not only have the employees chosen to invest in their futures, but the reason I've chosen to come up here today is because it shows that the college has chosen to invest in them as well, not just through their employment, but also in their continuation of their education. One of the other recipients of this award was talking to me earlier today, and they said something that I think is profoundly important for all of us here at the college, which is that investment also gives us the opportunity to understand the student experience, which we sometimes are somewhat away from being on this side of the operations of the college, and see the college from a student's perspective, because we have to deal with financial aid offices and the waiting and all that. And I think it really gives us perspective. It certainly does for me as a faculty member to understand what my students are going through. And it has also given us an opportunity to strengthen our own roles and responsibilities here in the college. So on behalf of myself and a few of the other recipients whom I've spoken about who have received the Employee Scholarship Award, that received it when it started earlier this year and as it continued in the summer, I wanted to express my appreciation, a real heartfelt thank you, again, to the president of the college for continuing this program. I know there are other members of the committee that are also here present today. I won't say their names, but there are others that I know of. But I truly want to express my appreciation and my hope that the college will continue to continue the program. I think it's an incredible thing to have those additional funds to secure our spots in our programs. In my case, I'm studying for a doctoral degree at the University of Texas, and it's been an awesome journey. And the fact that the college is aiding me in that journey, I think that's incredible. So thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Mr. Manzanani, I apologize that we cannot interact, but thank you. We appreciate that, and I want to congratulate the board for that as well. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and move on. No other testimony?
No, sir.
No, thank you. We're going to move on with item number 4, recognitions and introduction. I bring forward Mr. Ruben Villarreal. He will be doing 4A, 4B, 4C will be postponed for a future meeting. Dr. Ramirez will notify us when she will bring that item in the future. Mr. Villarreal.
Thank you, and good evening, Board President Rangel, esteemed members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Ramirez, Vice Presidents, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. My name is Ruben Villarreal, Public Information Officer for Laredo College. Under Agenda Item 4, Recognitions and Introductions, we begin with Agenda Item 4A. I will do the both recognitions, and then everyone will come up afterwards for the pictures with the board. So under Agenda Item 4A, recognition of the historic milestone, official establishment of the Laredo College Police Department SWAT team for a successful completion of a specialized training. I'm proud to announce a historic milestone for the Laredo College Police Department, the official establishment of our very own Laredo College Police Department SWAT team. This achievement marks a significant moment in the department's history and reflects our continued commitment to enhancing campus safety, preparedness, and our ability to respond to high-risk incidents. From May 25th through the 29th of this year, the following officers successfully completed the 60-hour basic SWAT course, an intensive program designed to instill the principles, tactics, and concepts necessary to conduct tactical operations in today's law enforcement environment. The course is both physically and mentally demanding, challenging participants to perform under realistic conditions while developing the discipline, teamwork, and decision-making expected of tactical operators. Please join me in recognizing our inaugural Laredo College Police Department SWAT operators, the SWAT Commander, Sergeant Ramon Salazar. Yes. Operator Sergeant Jose Ipina. Operator Officer Joshua Ayala. Officer Joseph Trevino. And Officer Moses Ostiguin. Once again, please join me in congratulating these officers for their dedication, professionalism, and commitment to excellence as they become the founding members of the Laredo College Police Department SWAT team.
Mr. Villarreal, can we go ahead and have the chief say a couple of words? Put you on the spot, chief. I apologize, chief, but go ahead.
Good evening, Chief Jose Hernandez, Laredo College Police Department. Thank you for your support, President, members of the board, Dr. David. Thank you for your support. It's all him, not me. Thank you.
Thank you, chief. We'll take a picture with you guys in a little bit. Go ahead, Mr. Villarreal.
Thank you. Under Agenda Item 4B, Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board Student Success Acceleration Program 3.0 Grant Award. Laredo College has been awarded funding through the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board's Student Success Acceleration Program 3.0. This competitive grant will support the expansion of the Center for Learning, Academic, and Student Success by enhancing tutoring, academic coaching, peer mentoring, AI-enhanced learning support, and persistence and completion scholarships for academically disadvantaged, first-generation, economically disadvantaged, and adult learner populations. The initiative will strengthen student engagement, improve persistence and retention, and increase credential attainment, further advancing the college's commitment to student success and the goals of building a talent-strong Texas. Only 20 institutions, including community colleges and universities, receive this funding, and LC will receive $300,000.
Wow.
And the employees responsible for writing and implementing this grant are Dr. Elizabeth Rodriguez, Dr. Veronica Martinez, and Ms. Michelle Perez.
Thank you. May I have the board members in the front so we could go ahead and take pictures with both teams?
We'll start with the SWAT team. Gentlemen? And then we'll do the ladies. There you go.
One more. One last one. We can have Dr. Elizabeth Rodriguez, Dr. Veronica Martinez, and Ms. Michelle Perez now for the photo.
And no, I just made for the future. Dr. Ramirez would. No, we don't need a motion.
Thank you.
Okay, once again, we want to go ahead and congratulate both groups. That is awesome. We're going to go ahead and move on to item 5B, committee reports. We're going to go ahead and start off with the first one with the Financial and Audit Committee meeting held by the chair, Ms. Ernestina Tita Vela. Ms. Vela?
We met on Monday at 5 o'clock, and it was very, very interesting. And I'm really proud to say that we are extremely financially stable. We really are, which is a big, big plus considering. Our tax collection rate so far is at 98.55, which is, again, very, very good. We've done really well with that. We discussed a couple of renewals that we do every year, and one of them was at the library. Pretty much both of them were. So it's a renewal. So, there's not much that we can discuss except that it was needed by them. We were picked randomly by the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board to monitor us and with our grants and stuff. And believe it or not, we were found, not believe it or not, I think this is wonderful, we were found with 0 findings against us. So we've complied tremendously. I think that's really, really good. Then we discussed the approval of a budget cap matching fund required for grant applications for the Rio South Texas Education and Community Development Foundation. And in that, it's for 3 years, and it's going to go on for 3 years, and we're going to match it with $250,000, which will really help us tremendously. And that's all I have. That's really all I have for there. But I commend everybody, because when you hear of the struggles that other ISDs are having, we're not even close to that. So, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Vela. I would like to add just a little bit on what she presented as well. I think it was very important on the item that was presented, and I want to give a huge shout out to Dr. Ariasola, Ms. Jessica Treviño, and Mr. Steven Aguilar for the TEOG report that was mentioned. I think they did awesome.
Yeah.
That, like Ms. Vela said, that was something that was, we were randomly chosen, and we came out with flying colors, and I'm very, very proud of that. I believe Ms. Treviño went ahead and told us that we got an increase of around $600,000 this year, so we're at $2.9 million that we are able to help our students. And pretty much, if you calculate that, you're looking at, give or take, $4,200 for a full year. That helps our students, and around $2,100 that helps them per semester. So I think I want to give a huge shout out for you guys for continuing to being able to be a beacon of great success for our students. So thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Vela. Next item, 5B, Program and Policy Committee, meeting by Chair Ms. Jackie Levin Ramos. Go ahead, Ms. Ramos.
Thank you, sir. Our committee also met on Monday, August the 17th, and in attendance were the following members: Ms. Tita Vela, Ms. Lizzie Newsom, and myself. Ms. Garcia was not present, and she was excused. And in addition, we had Mr. Rangel, our board chair, and Ms. Alexander also in attendance. The video is available on YouTube under Laredo College. If you have any questions or any concerns, that is available there. The following items were discussed, and all items have been provided to all board members through the agenda packet. Any questions, please let me know, or you can ask me when we get to them at the end of the agenda. We talked about BPD local board members orientation and training, focusing on the available modules and lessons in the AGB website to provide continuous professional development to our trustees. The discussion proceeded accordingly throughout the meeting, and the consensus was to provide the trainings as additional non-mandatory options from which board members could choose from. 8B is tonight's item on the agenda relating to this topic. TASB Board Policy Update 51, focusing on the local policies recommended by TASB by Dr. Ariasola. Those are under consent agenda in tonight's meeting, and it's a formality that we provide them and adopt them. DMB Local Termination of Employment Tenure and DCB Local Employment Practices Tenure. These two policies were presented by Dr. Marisela Rodriguez Tijerina and were discussed at length with the committee. These two policies are listed under consent agenda, and we were enlightened and informed from those two policies. EGA Local Academic Achievement by Dr. Heriberto Hernandez, Grading and Credit presented by Dr. Hernandez, proposed under the consent agenda as well. Most of them are going to be under the consent agenda, except for the BBD Local, which we will discuss once again, and that is my report.
Thank you, Chair Ramos, for our policy committee meeting. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and continue with item 6, informational item. 6A, President's Annual Title IX Compliance Report by Dr. David Ariasola. Sir.
Good evening, members of the board, Dr. Ramirez, colleagues, David Azola, Vice President for Student Success and Compliance for the record. This particular item is a report that comes out of the Title IX office every year. There's shorter reports that they do twice a year, but this one in particular is our annual Title IX report. The results are in your packet. The report has to include I don't have them memorized quite yet. Can you go to the next slide? So the number of reports that we received during the year, how many investigations we conducted, how many disposition of disciplinary processes we had to do, and also reports at which no disciplinary process was initiated. For the purposes of the board, our duty and along with Dr. Ramirez is to present these results to you and to inform the board that these reports are always posted on our website, available for anyone to view and know about. Right? But as far as the board's going, no board action is necessary. It's just for your information that the report has been completed and will be posted on the website tomorrow.
Is that it, Dr. Garza? Sorry. Is there any questions? This is an informational item only? No? We are moving on. Item 6B, SB 17 FY 2026 Compliance Report. Dr. Azola.
So, David Azola, Student Success, I'm going to say this about 8 times. David Azola, Vice President of Student Success and Compliance for the record. About 3-4 years ago, the legislators passed Senate Bill 17, which regulates DEI offices and personnel related to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Not only offices and personnel, but trading as well. So every year we have to submit a compliance certification with Senate Bill 17, which requires the board president and the president of the college to sign off on about 12 statements. But let go. I'm going to let Ms. Andrea Lopez kind of brief you on the rest of that problem.
Stealing my thunder. All right, good evening, board members, Dr. Ramirez, and guests. For the record, my name is Andrea Lopez, and I am the Associate Vice President of Compliance and Risk Management. And so as Dr. Adesola stated earlier, I will be providing an overview of Laredo College's annual certification under Senate Bill 17, which is also known as the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, or DEI bill. So Senate Bill 17 makes the governing board, which is you, responsible for ensuring that every area of the college is in compliance with Senate Bill 17. To support the board's certification, the college administration, including the compliance team, we have reviewed all of the college's policies, practices, offices, programs, and training requirements to ensure compliance. And so based on that review, the administration affirms the following. The college does not maintain a prohibited DEI office, program, or activity. No employee or contractor performs the duties of a prohibited DEI office. The college does not give prohibited preferences based on race, sex, color, ethnicity, or national origin. The college does not require DEI statements or give preference to someone for providing one. The college does not require participation in prohibited DEI training as a condition of enrollment or for performing a college function. The college has policies in place for disciplining employees or contractors who violate these requirements, including termination when appropriate. And the college will not spend fiscal year 2027 state appropriations until the fiscal year 2026 certification, which is the one that we are due to submit to the Texas legislature and the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. So based on these findings, administration is prepared to certify the college's compliance with Senate Bill 17. To complete the certification process, we do need to collect signatures from the college president, Dr. Minita Ramirez, and board president, Mr. Esteban Rangel, and submit the certification online. So 2 signature acknowledgement and consent forms have been provided to our board secretary, Ms. Elizabeth Bocanegra, who will return the completed and signed forms to me, which I have received. And so I will now proceed to submit the online certification prior to the August 31st deadline. So this is just for your information. No action is required, but please, if you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you.
Board members, is there any question on this item? No, we will go ahead, Ms. Lopez and Dr. Arzola, thank you. We will go ahead and sign that and send it over to you as soon as possible. Thank you. We will continue with item 6C, report on the Aspen Collaboration Counseling Task Force by Dr. Ariazola and Ms. Jessica Trevino. Go ahead.
Good evening, Board. David Arzola, Vice President for Student Success and Compliance for the record. I brought some of my team for this particular update. We've been updating the board every month on what we do in our task force. Last meeting, I mentioned something that the admissions office has taken on. And we wanted to show you what we're doing because, again, it's easy for me to come up here and say these things, talk about, give you sort of, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. But it makes a difference, I think, when we actually show you what we're doing. And I want to show you, or I'm going to have the team here show you what we can do with just a little bit of work, and it didn't require any additional resources. So we have it with the resources we have. We were able to do some of these things. And I really want to congratulate Mr. Trevino and Mr. Dimas here, who are going to speak to you, on really taking feedback that we were getting and turning it into a positive result, right? So I'll let them.
So good evening, Jorge Dimas, Director of Admissions. So this is a project that the Office of Admissions has been working on for over a year now. We definitely, as Dr. Arzola mentioned, this is a feedback that we received from our students. We started surveying them and asking them how can we improve our communication though. So one of the things that we started doing is definitely improving the look. Definitely one of the students that were, students actually were asking to make it more official, to make sure that it was not like spam, basically, because these are messages that were sent through email. As you see, one of the first conversations was basically now that they wanted to get a notification when the application was received in our server. So now we have the 3 statements here, which is the application received, the missing information letter, which now indicates what the student was spending as their application was moving forward, and the official admissions letter, though. Some of the things that we also enhance is basically the color on the banners. If you see the yellow ones, it's basically telling the student that something is pending. We can now move forward until something is submitted for admissions verification. And then definitely the green banner to ensure that students are aware that this is the admissions letter, and to basically click one of the links that is included there to follow up on next steps, which is registration, financial aid, and other steps though. Next slide. This year, this cycle, we also decided to include a reminder for students. We understand that students receive all kinds of emails. So we wanted to ensure that not only these 3 messages were submitted to their inboxes, we now have also 10-day, 25-day, and 45-day reminders for students to follow up with their application and ensure that they complete their admissions on time. So this is something that students also were asking to follow up with. We did, we heard, we listened to them. And now again, this is something that students are receiving in their inboxes, and we're really proud because the feedback that we get, it's very positive. We now see our inbox in the Office of Admissions very short. Now it's more with transcripts and paperwork that need to submit instead of asking questions though. Our volume of phone calls also has been reduced because of the communication that has been enhanced. So this is something, again, that we took into consideration, and we continue to definitely improve as we hear more feedback, though. Not only that, next slide. We also decided to change some of our languages for the LC status. This is a page dedicated for students who wanted to see how their status was actually progressing. Think about it like if you order something online and you want to track that information, right? It's basically the same thing. Students will be able to log in with their Palomino ID at the date of birth. Next slide. And this is what they see. They basically see their program, their student type, their application status, basically, and the documents that have been received, if they've been received at this point. There's also a section on the very top, if you can see, there's a resources where they can find how-tos to be able to learn how to submit the documentation that has been required. So this is something, again, that we continue to listen to students. One of the things that we knew we needed to change was the language to ensure that we were understanding each other and ensuring that students would follow through with the instructions. So our final step, it's definitely to do how-tos and videos. It's coming out. We have some videos, but they're not ready to show you yet. But will be launched very soon because, again, students are now interested in doing TikToks and all these kind of social media platforms. Our student body is actually interested in doing all that kind of work. So we're ready to launch that. But again, we're just doing some minor tweaks to ensure that basically all of our students now can even follow instructions through video, though. So this is something that we're doing. We continue to improve. We're continuing to be open to feedback, as every year we wanted to make sure that the Office of Admissions continues to facilitate the process to becoming a Palomino at Laredo College.
Very good.
And before we let Mr. Dimas go, good evening, members of the board. Jessica Trevino, AVP of Enrollment Management. I do have an unofficial number to share with you today, but today we did cross over from our final enrollment of last fall. We are up by 0.62%, but we are nonetheless up, and we have yet to continue enrollment for the second 8 weeks. Remember, we're up from the final number of last fall, which already included the second 8 weeks. Here, we've still got the second 8 weeks to help us.
What's the number? Would you happen to have the number? No, it's okay if you don't.
I don't
It's
recall
okay,
from
don't worry.
It's an unofficial number.
Don't
We're
worry.
still working on it. I'll get it in a minute for you.
That's fine, don't worry.
But I do want to, the reason I'm sharing with you this unofficial number, because this little bit of work with no additional resources, a little bit of a 1-year work, right? With little resources, or to use the technology that we already have, can be seen and translated to these increases in numbers that we have. So again, congratulations to Mr. Jorge Dimas for spearheading this project, making sure that our front door is clean, clear, and accessible to all students, and we continue to do the work that you've tasked us to.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Ms. Liendo. Chair recognizes Ms. Liendo.
Thank you. I just want to congratulate you all. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. I think it's so clear. It's exactly, I think, what your goal was. You've met it. And some of the feedback that I hear from students is sometimes they just say, oh, well, I don't know what's next. I don't know what to do. Now I'm never going to accept that as a reason of why they're not enrolled yet, because I have seen what you're doing, and I know that there's no excuse. You will know where you're at in the process with this new system, and it's just absolutely wonderful. Congratulations. Great job.
Thank you. Anybody else? Nothing? No? Mr. Dimas, Ms. Trevino, and Dr. Azola, this is awesome, honestly. And I want to give you an extra 10 points just because of United South High School. You hit it right there. I'm an alumni, so you did the right thing. But I just want to congratulate you. I think, going with Ms. Liendo, it's just clear. It's just very, very simple. Kids will be able to understand where exactly they're at, what they're pending, and it's just everything's at the tip of their phone, which they can't live without it. So I want to congratulate you, Dr. Azola. Good job for continuing and working on this program that we started in Aspen, and you're continuing to make it better. So I want to congratulate you on that, Dr. Azola, and your team, of course, Mr. Dimas and Ms. Trevino. So thank you, guys. We're going to continue. Chair recognizes Ms. Newsom.
Thank you. Again, congratulations. I just have a really quick question, and I might have missed it at the beginning. Mr. Dimas, you might have mentioned it. But how did you get the, like, was it a survey, or how did you get the student information or feedback or input for?
Sure. We started actually asking our student employees to begin with. We wanted to see how that transition happened as they were becoming Palominos. And then we also started serving students, though. We pretty much, as they were coming in, we asked them, do you even understand this? Does it make sense? Can you provide us feedback? Can you write some notes here? While they were completing their admissions application, we asked them, can you also tell us what would you want to see in their welcome package or their admissions as they were seeing it? So it was feedback that we were taking in. And every Friday when we had our meeting, okay, how do we implement this? How do we make it simple for students? So it definitely worked out.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have two people. I'm going to go ahead and start with Ms. Elizondo and then go with Ms. Benavides.
Congratulations all. Mr. Dimas, you are so excited. It makes me even more excited. I love your attitude. All of you guys have done an amazing job. But it's just like so contagious, and I can see the love and the passion that you all have, and it makes me want to go back to school. Pero al rato se me pasa. Congratulations, and thank you for everything that you all do.
Ms. Benavides Garcia.
Okay, and I want to tell you that
Mike.
on another, I'm sorry, on another, I guess, avenue or whatever, that with this, guys, it's no one is going to be able to say, oh, I didn't get it. I don't, this and that. Like, they can come to us and say, oh, I couldn't find it, or they didn't help me, or I didn't this, or I didn't that. I mean, you are receiving, it's documented, so it is happening. And like the way they say in the education business, if it's not documented, it didn't happen. But guess what? This is documented, it is happening. So I commend you all, I commend the college. And honestly, when we go to conferences and we learn things and we do different things, this was just one. I mean, it was a big conference, right?
It was.
But this was just one idea from a conference that has now led to this.
Mm-hmm.
So I congratulate you all. Job well done. Job well done. Thank you.
Good job, guys. Good job. Chair recognizes Dr. Ramirez.
Yeah, I don't know if you all caught this, but these letters are personalized. They don't say dear student. It has the name of every individual student. So I think that also adds to another level of customer service, because when you get any kind of mail at home or in an email that says dear friend, dear sir, dear ma'am, you kind of just next. This can't. It is addressed to an individual, and so I think that's a huge piece of this merge process that happens behind the scenes, where all the documents behind the scenes are collectively brought together to prepare that one document. And so what you don't see in the background is all of the work of making sure that a screen called Shitaxi picks up everybody's the information for that one student from every single form. And so that's the piece you don't see. And that's the piece that takes long to program and work with. And so my congratulations to the team, Dr. Ariozola, for your leadership and tenacity, because we've been harping about this for a while. And so thank you very much. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Also, I want one more thing.
Check Ms. Garcia Benavides.
I also wanted to say this, guys. As for a student, it also keeps everything for them like in their own little folder.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that they don't lose it either. It benefits us, but really it benefits the person, because then after, hey, in this folder or in this phone or in this area or whatever it is, I have my application, I have my, you know what I mean? My what's missing letter, I have my acceptance letter, or, that whatever, like it has everything all in one space. So they can also go back and look, right? They have it saved. They can go back and look, oh, it happened on this day, I received it on this day. Oh, this is exactly where I am. Because sometimes you forget, like you're in the middle of a lot of things. And so this is really, really going to benefit them in their, in their future for Laredo College and forward. It really, really is. Very good.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Chair recognizes Judge Martinez.
I just want to make the observation that's already been acknowledged. It is very well documented, and that gives you the support because you will always have that document, which is proof of what has been done. So I certainly compliment you on that.
Thank you, Judge. Chair recognizes Ms. Vela.
It's just wow. I think I could do it. And I'm not very computer literate, but it's wow. I know I could do it. So it's just everything is right there. There's no questions, and they can come right in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Vela. Chair recognizes Ms. Newsom.
I just wanted to ask, are these slides somewhere in our packet somewhere? No? These slides?
We will certainly get them to Ms. Bocanegra so she can share.
And Ms. Bocanegra, can you just forward that to the full board? And to finish off, Jessica, shoot number.
Yes. So actually, two things before I give you the number, but I do want to point out, in addition to what Dr. Ramirez mentioned, as you can see, a practice that we have been adopting across the enrollment management team, the student success team, is to actually not only address the letter to an individual, but sign the letter from an individual. The times of the Office of Admissions is pretty much wanting to be left behind because we want to make sure the student connects with someone. In this case, the most popular guy here is obviously Mr. Jorge Dimas. His signature is on all the admissions letters, but the student comes in asking for Jorge Dimas and feeling that connection from the get-go to ensure that it is not just a generic, I don't want to say salutation, but signature at the bottom. So definitely, definitely signed by an individual, not by an office. And the second thing I do want to mention for everybody to be aware of is all of this is occurring while we're completely transitioning the admissions office to be 100%, well, almost 100%, maybe 90% paperless. So all of these are obviously printed letters that go to the student, but a digital copy gets saved into the student's file as well. So all of these letters are there. We can reference them at any time. Everything is documented, the day it was sent, the day it was printed, the day pretty much it was just out there in the world. So yes, that was just with the admissions process. I do have a number for you, hot off the press. 11,559 students are currently registered for the fall 2026 semester.
Thank you so much for that number, Jessica. That means a lot. I think that is a collaboration of all of you doing your job and doing a great job. So thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and move forward. We have 6D, which was covered by Ms. Vela, which was the TEOG, which I also mentioned a little bit about it. It was covered in her committee meeting, and I added a little bit to it. So we're gonna move forward with item 6E, Southern Association of Colleges and School Commission and College Quality Enhancement Plan, QEP Project of Excellence Recognition, Dr. Arreazola and Dr. Martinez.
Hello, everybody. Again, David Arreazola, Vice President of Student Success and Compliance for the record. I want to report to the board something we're very happy about. So about a year ago, we submitted our fifth-year interim report. In that fifth-year interim report, it included a report on the impact of our quality enhancement plan. So just so we're all on the same page, a quality enhancement plan is something that we submitted in 2018 as it was a requirement from SAC-COC that we had to include with our reaffirmation a plan to improve the quality of something. And we were able to choose the subject, and we chose at the time digital learning, right? So we submitted our fifth year. Over the years, if you want to go to the next slide. So in 2019, we submitted the the QEP, the actual plan, and again, it was included with our reaffirmation report. It was approved over the next 6 years or so. We implemented some of the strategies that we had outlined. Honestly, COVID slowed us down a little bit there in 2020, but we were able to pick it up. And over the 5-year period, we had a lot of help. I mean, we have a team of individuals who is responsible for the reporting, but for the activities, we had way over 50 faculty members do some of the digital learning strategies in the classrooms. We had staff members from the library, from IT, from all over campus also do digital learning initiatives in their areas of responsibility. And in 2025, when we submitted the 5th-year impact, when we submitted the 5th-year report, which, by the way, our 5th year, I think we had already talked about this, but I don't mind saying it again. 5th-year interim report was accepted by SAC-COC without 0 recommendations. Something we're without any recommendations, I should say. Something we're very happy about too. But they just did something new this year, right? So we have a new president for SAC-COC, and he made it optional for institutions to submit a QEP impact report. We chose the option to submit because we were so proud of what we had done. And the other thing the new president did is he said, instead of just turning it in and giving you a thumbs up or thumbs down, we're going to choose some of the very best QEP impact reports and evaluate them and see if they can be recognized for excellence. And I'll let Dr. Martinez here continue that so she can tell you what happened from the result of the SAC-COC.
Dr. Veronica Martinez, Associate VP of Planning and Institutional Effectiveness. Very proud to present to you tonight the results of our QEP, our Quality Enhancement Plan. It's a labor of love throughout the 6 years, a lot of involvement. Just to give you an idea of the impact that it had on students. In student engagement, we went from 300 students in year 1 using digital resources in the library to 1,780 in the 5 years. We went from the technology increase from 125 access points to 500 across campus. So that increased the use of technology. In the quality course content, we had a lot of involvement from faculty. We used courses from 10 disciplines. We had 151 sections, and they in total integrated 20 tools. We started with like 2 tools, digital tools in 2020, and then we went to 20. And then in the professional development, we had 106 faculty participate in professional development workshops through our e-learning academy and our Center for Teaching Excellence and Learning. And from those, 12 QEP faculty were identified as digital innovators or digital mentors or ambassadors, and they each created a podcast that now serves as a training tool for other faculty. So a lot developed from that. And as you can see on this slide, so from mere compliance that, we had to submit one to excellence. So we are one of 17 institutions that were selected to receive the QEP Project of Excellence recognition by SAC-COC. And in December, when we have our annual meeting, we will be asked to present on the work that we did. And so that is a great testament to the work of a lot of people in this room and at the college that dedicated a lot of time and effort to this initiative. And the greatest number that we see is when we looked at student success. In the quality course content, we measured pre and post success for students, and we had success at every level. And so that was the greatest thing that we saw as far as whatever we implemented was successful. And I do want to take a personal privilege to acknowledge the ongoing support of Dr. Arazola and then Dr. Marisela Tijerina, because this involved a lot of academic areas, and a lot of faculty, a lot of staff, a lot of long hours. But the other person that I want to recognize, I made her come to the meeting today, is Linda Gomez from my office, because we spent a lot of long hours. So I just want to recognize that. But it's a very exciting moment for us because aside from having no recommendations, we're receiving the excellence recognition. So it's very exciting. And what you received right now, that is the logo that we used. So it's the book transitioning into a laptop. So we integrated technology into a lot of the courses. And now that through Dr. Rodriguez's area, all the and Dr. Tejeriana's efforts, every course is OER. And so this fits as well. And so I just wanted to give you a little something to recognize the logo and the commitment that we have for digital learning.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Dr. Martin. Chair recognizes Dr. Ramirez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I do want to congratulate the QEP team, all the faculty, everybody that worked really hard on this project and is still working, by the way. This is an ongoing event. So when you think about how did we get to OERs? How did we get to 8-week discussions? How did we get to 4-week semester discussions? All of that was as a direct result of our QEP's exploration, investigations, and research that all of the faculty, department chairs, everybody did. And so this was definitely a campus-wide effort. I do want to commend the leadership, but I also want to commend our faculty and staff for, one, being extremely open to all of these crazy ideas that came out of this and have really embraced them to help support our students. So there is so much to be done. In December, we will be attending the SACS conference where they're going to hopefully present us with an award, in which case then we'll come back in January, we'll share the award with you, and we'll invite all the 50 faculty to be here for a large photograph of our team and certainly of the award that we receive, because I think it is a collective, one of our collective gems that we can be so proud of. When you think about all of the colleges and universities that go through SACS and that whose QEP was taken into consideration, there are hundreds or probably more than thousands, more than 1,000, that 17 projects were selected and we are one. And that's because of everybody's dedication and hard work. So thank you all very, very much for your dedication to this project. We are going to have little shirts made for everybody with the little logo on it. So we're going to be very proud that day.
Thank you, Dr. Ramirez. Chair recognizes Ms. Vela.
I should admit this, but I will. It was 40 years ago, and I was on the original team.
Time flies.
Wow. Congratulations, Ms. Vela. Chair recognizes Ms. Ramos.
I too want to reminisce a little bit about the past, because when I first started, I was like, QEP means what? And didn't quite understand it, but then I learned from it. But, you know, having a quality plan is just what we've been doing. We've been planning for the future. We've been preparing. We've been safeguarding that legacy that Laredo College started off with. And I commend you, Dr. Martinez, Dr. Arezola, you know, those individuals in the front that have toiled, they have worked hard. You have been the champions of this initiative since it started way back when. A collaborative effort from different individuals. Ms. Gomez, you are the force behind, you know, getting everything ready and preparing things.
Yes.
And so, yes, definitely you are recognized, and you really appreciate it for all the work that you've done. And, you know, it's been a very good outcome, the voyage from where we started to where it is right now. You can see the quality. It's a quality plan, and you provided that quality plan for our students, who eventually are going to be the benefactors. And so thank you in advance. And on my behalf and on behalf of the board, I really appreciate all the hard work that you've done. It shows, and we just keep moving, and we just keep doing quality, excellent work. Excellence. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great hand of applause, guys, for this. Muy buen trabajo. Felicidades. We're going to go ahead and continue with item 6F. Laredo College Board of
Trustees Elections Update, Dr. Martinez.
Dr. Veronica Martinez, Associate VP of Planning and Institutional Effectiveness. I also serve as the college liaison for elections. Just wanted to give you an update on, just wanted to show you the website that we have on elections and give you an update of where we are. If you go to About, then go to Board of Trustees. And then there's a button towards the bottom that says Elections.
That's a really
Board
nice picture.
elections.
Just saying.
So this is the official Laredo College election site. My office takes care of uploading and updating the information. If you go to the first one, Mr. Inez, elections candidates, these are the results from the ballot drawing that we had yesterday. And so these are the places and the individuals that are running. As the election progresses, then we will update the information. For now, if you go to elections information, please. I just wanted to make sure that, scroll down. The dates that are needed to know for when is the early voting and so forth. Can you scroll down, please? Okay, so we have the election calendar a little bit further down. Okay, and so these are the activities that need to be completed. So we are at the point where we already had the last day to file. We had the ballot drawing. The last day, just to make you aware, last day to register to vote is October the 5th. And the first day of early voting is October 19th. Early voting will end October 30, and then our general election will be November 3rd. As we progress and as other reports are submitted, we will be updating the site. And so just wanted to make you aware that this is an active site and we have it updated as things progress.
Thank you, Dr. Martinez.
Thank you.
Any questions? Nobody? Comments? No. Thank you, Dr. Martinez,
Thank you.
Thank you for taking care of this. And I wish all the candidates the very best. And I encourage staff to exercise your rights and go vote. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and continue with item number 7, consent agenda.
I move that we approve the consent agenda, items 7A, 7B, 7C, 7D, 7E, 7F, 7G, 7H, 7I, and 7J.
There-
second it.
There's a motion by Ms. Liendo. There's a second by Ms. Vela. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and continue now with item number 8, and it is the fiscal year 2027 budget and 2026 property tax rate. And this is presented by Mr. Vela. I do want to go ahead and recognize Ms. Reyes Sanchez, that is on behalf of our tax assessor collector, Ms. Patricia Barrera. She is here in case there's any questions. So we're going to go ahead. Thank you, ma'am. We're going to go ahead and start off with item 8A. We will now, which reads resolution adopting fiscal year 2027 budget. For this item, the board will be asked to adopt the 2027 fiscal year budget for Laredo College. A resolution must be read out loud and afterwards voted on by the board. We will take a record vote. The presentation was done on June 25th on our budget workshop. I call for someone to read the resolution to adopt the fiscal year 2027 budget. Chair recognizes Ms. Ramos.
Thank you, sir. Resolution adopting budget for fiscal year 2027. Whereas each year the Board of Trustees of the Laredo College District is required to have a budget prepared showing the estimated revenue and proposed expenditures for the succeeding school year, and to cause the same to be filed in accordance with the rules and regulations prescribed by the Texas Higher Education Board. And whereas such a budget has been prepared and the public has been given notice that such budget would be presented for discussion and adoption on August the 20th, 2026, at the time and place specified in such notice, and whereas such budget has been discussed and a majority of the Board of Trustees wish to adopt same for fiscal year 2027, be it resolved, therefore, that such budget be adopted, and same is hereby adopted in all things. Adopted on this 20th day of August 2026 by the Board of Trustees, Laredo College. I move that the Laredo College Board of Trustees approve and adopt the resolution, which was read into the record, and adopt the fiscal year 2027 budget.
There is a motion by Ms. Ramos. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a second by Ms. Liendo and Ms. Vela. I will have to call a record vote. Esteban Rangel, aye. Ms. Ramos?
Jackie Ramos, aye.
Ms. Vela?
Tita Vela, aye.
Ms. Liendo?
Cindy Liendo, aye.
Benavides Garcia?
Erica Benavides Garcia, aye.
Judge Martinez? Aye. Ms. Newsom?
Lizzie Newsom, aye.
And Ms. Elizondo?
Karina Elizondo, aye.
And there was a motion. Everybody approved. Thank you. We will move on for item 8A2. Resolution adopting 2026 property tax rate. For this item, the board will be asked to adopt the property tax rate for 2026. The property tax rate is set at 0.225913 per 100. Valuation of taxable property, of which 0.189519 shall be for maintenance and operations, and 0.036394 shall be for debt retirement. A resolution must be read out loud and afterwards voted by the board. A record vote must be taken. This was also discussed in the workshop on June 25th. Can I please have somebody read the resolution? Ms. Ramos?
Resolution of Laredo College District Board of Trustees adopting tax rate for fiscal year 2027. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Laredo College District, in order to levy ad valorem taxes, is required to set and establish a tax rate each year, and whereas such Board of Trustees has considered this matter and desires to set the 2026 property tax rate, be it resolved, therefore, that on August the 20th, 2026, the 2026 property tax rate be, and the same is hereby set at 0.225913 per 100 valuation of taxable property, of which 0.189519 shall be for maintenance and operations, and 0.036394 shall be for debt retirement. Such taxes are to be assessed and collected by the tax officials designated by Laredo College. Adopted on this 20th day of August 2026 by the Board of Trustees, Laredo College District. I move that the Laredo College Board of Trustees adopt a property tax rate set of 0.225913 per 100 valuation of taxable property, of which 0.189519 shall be for maintenance and operations, and 0.036394 shall be for debt retirement. As part of my motion, I ask that the board approve the resolution read into the record and adopt the 2026 property tax rate.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos. There's a second by Ms. Elizondo. I will be taking a record vote. Esteban Rangel, aye. Ms. Ramos?
Jackie Ramos, aye.
Ms. Vela?
Tita Vela, aye.
Ms. Liendo?
Cindy Liendo, aye.
Ms. Garcia Benavides?
Erica Benavides Garcia, aye.
Judge Martinez?
Mercurio Martinez, aye.
Ms. Newsom?
Lizzie Newsom, aye.
Ms. Elizondo?
Karina Elizondo, aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. We will continue now with we will move on to item 8A3, which reads resolution authorizing collection of general use fees and expenditures for funds for fiscal year 2027. Item was discussed on June 25th on our workshop. I call Ms. Ramos to read the resolution for the fiscal year 2027.
Resolution authorizing the collection of general use fee and expenditure of funds for fiscal year 2027. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Laredo College District is authorized to fix and collect tuition and fees from students for the use of its property, buildings, and facilities, and whereas such Board of Trustees has deemed it necessary and advisable to collect the general use fee from students for the use of its property, buildings, and facilities, and to apply such proceeds to the payment of principal and interest of certain revenue bonds issued and sold in 2015, 2017, and 2020 for expenses generally associated with construction, reconstruction, remodeling, and repair of its property, buildings, and facilities. And whereas such Board of Trustees has determined that such general use fee should be set at $50 per semester credit hour for fiscal year 2027 to be used as follows. Number one, approximately, and help me if I say it wrong, is it 4 million or 4 trillion?
4 million.
4 million. 4,454,200 for revenue bond debt service. Approximately 1,500,000 to be retained as general revenue for expenses related to physical plant operations and maintenance. Approximately $745,800 for payment of construction, reconstruction, remodeling, and repair of property, buildings, and facilities. Be it resolved, therefore, that a general use fee be collected from students at the time of registration in the amount of $50 per semester credit hour for fiscal year 2027, adopted on this 20th day of August 2026 by the Board of Trustees for the Laredo College. I move that the Laredo College Board of Trustees approve and adopt the resolution authorizing the collection of a general use fee set at $50 per semester credit hour for fiscal year 2027 and the expenditure of funds for fiscal year 2026 as itemized in the resolution read into the record.
There's a motion
I
by Ms.
second.
Ramos. There's a second by Ms. Elizondo. I will be calling a record vote. Esteban Rangel, aye.
Jackie Ramos, aye.
Ms. Vela,
Tita Vela, aye.
Liendo,
Cindy Liendo, aye.
Benavides Garcia,
Erica Benavides Garcia, aye.
Judge
Mercurio
Martinez,
Martinez, aye.
Ms. Newsom,
Lizzie Newsom, aye.
Ms. Elizondo.
Karina Elizondo, aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vela.
Thank you, Mr. Vela, and thank you, Ms. Reyes Sanchez, for being here. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry. We're going to go ahead and move on to item 8B, approval of proposed amendment to the Laredo College Board Policy BBD Local Board Members Orientations and Training to add the Association of Governing Boards AGB Board Members Training Modules and Lessons to the list of authorized orientations and trainings. Content topics, Ms. Jackie Levin Ramos.
Sir, we already presented this in the Program and Policy Committee. We've talked about it in the last meeting that we had on,
Tuesday.
Well, before, but no, before.
Oh, yeah.
We had
Previous board
brought
meeting.
it to the table. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the proposed amendment to Laredo College Board Policy BBD Local Board Members Orientation and Training to add the Association of Governing Boards Board Member Training Modules and Lessons to the list of authorized orientation and training to be non-mandatory as a content topics in this particular policy.
I second.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos. There's a second by Ms. Liendo. Before that, can I just go ahead and, I know you were going to work on Ms. Ramos on the trainings to see if they were eligible to be able to take them before we travel to a conference. If you could just let us know in the
Yes,
future.
I will.
Yeah, if you could just bring it back in the future. Yeah.
Yes.
Bring
For
it back.
clarification, the second was by Ms. Elizondo.
I'm sorry. Did I say Liendo? I'm sorry. Motion was by Ms. Ramos, second by Ms. Elizondo. I apologize for that. And Ms. Ramos will come back with more details on this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you. We are moving on to President Remarks and Report, 9A, Campus Police Personnel and Travel Report, Dr. Ramirez, and as well as 9B, President Remarks on recent happenings in Laredo College. Dr. Ramirez, go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, board members, for your support. Again, tonight was a breath of fresh air for all of us. We can begin the process. I know that Linda and her team are happy to get started, and Cesar's team to roll over next year's budget already, and we've been trying to close out this year as we can until August 31st. We can now submit all of our reports to the coordinating board and to the legislative budget board by August 31st as required. So thank you all very much for that. I do want to mention a few things. On July 31st, we had what we call the graduation for our Pathways to Success Center, which recognized our students for their Texas Certificate of High School Equivalency, used to be known as the GED. Their achievements reflect their dedication, their perseverance, and commitment to continuing their education and career journey. was a beautiful ceremony. We had it in the MFA. And these are non-traditional students who always wanted a high school diploma, and this was their way of doing it. And so our congratulations again to all of our graduates from that particular program. Our congratulations to the continuing education team, the adult education team, for that, not only the program itself, but for the graduation. It was a beautiful event. Also on July 30th, and the executive officers and the marketing team met virtually with Molly McGuire. They're the project director. She's the project director at SOVA Solutions, a marketing firm hired by the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. She's interviewing institutions, 5 institutions across the state that they were going to focus on to discuss the achievements of the institution using fast funding. We were one of the 5 institutions in the state to be selected by this organization. And we had an incredible opportunity to really talk about the things that we did and the things that we are continuing to do with our fast funding. Most especially our continued support of our school districts in not charging tuition or fees for dual credit. And we continue to do that across all of our programs. We charge nothing. So, and this is our way of supporting our school districts and our partners to continue to develop education, most especially higher education in our community. So they were really fascinated by that. They were also excited to hear about the student employment positions that we created using our fast funding. It is also one of the best practices. If you can hire students on campus, they're more than likely to persist and graduate. And so that program has started to really become solid. And so we're looking forward to receiving a new cadre of students this year. Over the summer, we had our orientations. Today was the last orientation for the summer. I think cumulatively, and Dr. Isola can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we had about 1,100 total students attend orientation over the summer. And so that's not all of our incoming freshman class, but certainly the majority of our incoming freshman class. 4 years ago, I had 6 people at orientation. So we've come a long way, baby. I'm so excited. So congratulations to Pedro and his team, and again, Dr. De Sola, for your leadership. August 7th, our commencement ceremonies was at LISD at the PAC. I want to thank again Mr. Guillermo Pro and the Board of Trustees at Laredo Independent School District for allowing us to use the PAC. It was a beautiful ceremony. Some of you were able to join us. Thank you for being there. But for the parents, it meant a huge deal, and for our students, because everyone fit comfortably. The air condition worked wonderfully. It was a very hot day, but it was a wonderful ceremony. So a shout out to our friends at LISD, Mr. Pepe Isnaola, who's in charge at the PAC now, and Mr. Pro. And so it was wonderful. August 7th, we had our sorry, I already talked about that. August 17th, convocation. My thanks to the HR department for organizing that morning. It turned out very, very nice. I think our speakers gave us a lot to think about. Certainly our AI fits right into our digital learning QEP still, and all of the AI expectations for us coming down over the next year, because we know that that's going to continue to change. In the afternoon, our faculty had what they called a lightning lab, where we had numerous opportunities for faculty to listen to different presentations about artificial intelligence and how they can use it in their classroom and how they can create new lessons and what's out there for them to use that are free, and how to grade students, how to assess students using artificial intelligence. And so it was a wonderful afternoon. We were all in the library. We had a great time. So thank you, Dr. Elizabeth and your team for organizing, Dr. Tierina. That turned out extremely well. Tomorrow, Friday evening, the enrollment management team has an open house from 4 to 8. 8 or 9? 8. Okay. In the Lerma Peña and at the South Campus. At both places, we're going to be open to the public for those that have yet to register or still missing, still got an MIL letter sitting out there, missing information, and you need to come in and see someone. Please come in and see us tomorrow. We're open all morning, and then we're open from 4 to 8. Hopefully, we'll get a good crowd. Our last-minute stragglers, please come join us. Last but not least, we will have a couple of upcoming events. We got some good news from Congressman Cuellar's office. We're, as you all heard, we're in my presentation to you all for my evaluation. We're working on our new bachelor's degree in protective services. And we heard today that we're getting a grant from Congressman Cuellar for the support of our protective services bachelor's degree. So I will let you know soon as we have a date for that formal announcement, but it is coming. We're very grateful. I know that Mr. Maciel and Dr. Hernandez and their team have been working very hard on our crosswalks for that and getting ready for next year as we get ready to launch, hopefully if all approvals go well, our new bachelor's degree. So shout out there. And lastly, we're making plans for our 80th anniversary. For those of you that are unaware, we were established in 1946, and we received our first class in 1947. And so we kind of straddle both years as our 80th anniversary. So we're gonna do some soft things this fall, but we're gonna celebrate our 80th anniversary for the next 18 months. So just to make sure we don't miss anyone. So if anybody asks, we're hitting that milestone of 80 years, and we're starting to plan some really interesting activities for the year. But everything probably starting around October with Fall Fest will kick off our 80th anniversary celebration. And so happy birthday, Laredo College, Laredo Community College, and Laredo Junior College. Thank you.
Good job. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ramirez. And if I could just add something real quick to that, I want to go ahead and thank the board for passing item 8A, which is our budget, which consists of pretty much the gasoline for this institution, right? And I want to thank Dr. Ramirez. I was very proud to work alongside you with this budget, but especially Cesar and your team. Congratulations for passing a very good budget. And we just got commended by Mr. Cash today for adding just an additional extra thing that we're doing for our people. So congratulations, Cesar, for passing a great budget. I'm going to go ahead and do 10 next meeting dates, which is Saturday, August 22nd, 2026, 10 a.m. We have a special called board workshop. That one, I please ask the board to please try to make it to attend and to please make it on time. We will be, it will most probably be an executive session item. So it's a lot of information that will be given to us as board members. Just note, it will be in the main board room, not here at the Alpha Lee West building, Almeyer's boardroom. So please don't get confused. It's going to be over there. So make it hopefully there at 10 a.m. Thursday, September the 24th, 2026, 6 p.m., the regular monthly board meeting for Laredo College. And that is all we have. And it is 7:26 p.m. I know. I know, but I'm just... Okay, you? Ms. Ramos?
Mr. Chair, I'd just like to ask Ms. Bocanegra if she could do a poll for tomorrow to see if all of us are going to be attending on Saturday, as it's a very important meeting, and just so that we can have an overview of who's going to be here or not.
Okay.
Please, thank you.
Yes. So is there a motion to adjourn? Okay. Motion by 8. I don't know how many of them, but I think it was Ms. Vela, Ms. Benavides Garcia, and Ms. Liendo. Is that second by Ms. Elizondo? All in favor? Anybody against? Motion passes 727. We beat it.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you so much. You're gonna take off?